know that MCP is part of the Linux Foundation, what does this mean for Mirantis? What does it mean for Mirantis customers? What does it mean for the ecosystem? What does it mean for Linux Foundation? And for all the folks who want to embrace and adopt these technologies?
Yeah, so we talked about this a little bit last time, but I mean, clearly with MCP entering the AAIF, that it's going to suck the oxygen out of the room for a lot of the other, kind of aspirational agent and MCP protocols, right? I think we're going to see everybody kind of aggregate around MCP, and that's a good thing. We don't need fragmentation in the space. We need standards. We need protocols that everybody uses. They don't need to be perfect. I am always kind of a little bit surprised when you still see people trying to look for sort of the best technological solution. What we've seen time and time again is that the best technological solution isn't the one that wins, it's the one that gets mass adoption. So MCP going into the Linux Foundation, getting that weight around it of people like Anthropic and OpenAI and Google, and it's a whole cast of characters, really says that this is going to be the technology for the future. And I think I'm going to bet on it. I think a lot of other people are going to bet on it. It's going to be sort of the thing that eventually wins. So now's the time to get on board, kind of like OpenStack in the early days, Kubernetes. This is the wave to ride. And I am already seeing just incredible changes in people's thinking about MCP and how they're going to evolve it going forward, right? So in that sort of proof of concept that I'm putting out on the T0 blog today, it's pretty interesting because I took it upon myself to say, okay, what goes into skill and what goes into MCP server? How are those different, right? And that's kind of that whole thing of trying to figure out what's AI native, what are the patterns? And we're still early in the stages of figuring out what that is. But again, the one that I see that's starting to rise to the top and be really clear is that a key pattern is use general purpose agents, give them skills, and the skills are the encoded knowledge and wisdom of human beings as operators and users in that domain, and then give them tools that they can use to do real-time introspection of running systems to basically add that to their process. And so those are the things, right? Skills for your process and workflow, tools for your real-time data acquisition, agents to tie it all together. And I think that's an emerging clear AI native pattern.